Hello! I'm so happy you're here. Today we are going through and doing my very basic natural makeup routine and giving you a lot of life updates because life has changed. Life has changed a lot. So me and you are chatting through it. Thank you so much for being here. Today we are just walking through my current makeup routine and doing some life updates because a lot has happened since I last talked to you guys. But obviously, first things first, I look like a naked mole rat, so let's get the brows on. I just went in with the Sephora Tint and Volume Brow Gel, and I love this stuff. I'm not really picky about my brow gels, I'll be completely honest with you guys, but this one's pretty good. If you're a blonde that likes your eyebrows a little bit darker, shade 2, she gives. My lips are just so dry and I can't live with that. Next, I'm going in, mixing the Lumi Glotion. This is too dark for me, this is too light for me, so I mix them together depending on the color of my spray tan. I take about this much of each. Depending on the day, I'll either do my concealer before this and rub it in with it, which I feel like does look really good, or I'll do the concealer after. Today, apparently, we decided to go concealer after. But yeah, so a little context for you guys. About 6 months ago, my husband and I kind of started to feel like, okay, we're in our mid-20s now. We really need to figure out, like, what are we doing? Because we felt very much at a crossroads and not knowing, like, what we wanted. Again, mixing because I just live for that. Kylie Cosmetics concealer and Dior concealer. Also, my mirror is over here, so if you see me looking that way, I'm not ignoring you, I promise. But basically, I'm 24, my husband is 25, turning 26 this month. I'm so freaking excited for his birthday. I love birthdays, I go all out for them. But we don't have kids, we've been married for a couple of years, and we kind of were just feeling stuck in a rut and not loving where our life was at. He also is in the process of becoming a firefighter. He's currently an EMT. We both met in nursing school, so he has like a really strong medical background, but he really wanted to be more out in the community, more involved, more in like a brotherhood of sense. And firefighting, I did not know this until he tried to get in, like started to get into it, is really, really competitive, very, very difficult. With it, he kept hitting like wall after wall in Phoenix. Was just feeling really discouraged, and honestly I was too. I was just feeling like such a rut in my career, such a rut in life, and I go through ebbs and flows for sure, like don't we all? But I was just in like a very much lull season. And so we started looking at moving in different places we talked about and what the environments looked like in those places and what firefighting would look like in my career, etc., etc. And then one of his brothers called us and was like, hey, just so you know, my wife and I are looking at moving to Dallas. Which Dallas has been on our list since we started dating. Like when we first started dating, we talked about how we both would totally move to Texas and like Texas in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And when he called us and said that, we were kind of already looking at Dallas as an option, but it definitely solidified it more for us. And so we started looking at like, what does it really look like to move here? Also, I just went in with the Milk Makeup Cream Bronzing Stick. I love these. This one's old. I think it's actually discontinued. But even the new ones, like I love any Milk makeup. If they would sponsor me, I would let them because they're amazing. And the Dior Powder Blush, she's broken, but I will not give up on her because she's the perfect shade in Poison Matte. Important thing to know about me and Isaiah is that we will literally sit on an idea for years, but once we've decided, it's done. Like once we've decided we are doing something, you can consider it done and it will be done in the next month or so. NARS Liquid Blush and Orgasm. And of course, moving 18 hours away was no different. Isaiah started to look at departments here and apply here and started testing here. I started looking at jobs and houses and coordinating how we were gonna get here, as well as closing on our house because we actually bought our previous home, so we're renting it out. And that in itself is a story for another time, but like the entire process of our house back in Arizona and everything that happened with it is such a God thing, and we're so excited for the family that's gonna be in there. They're so nice and we love them so much. But moving across the country has definitely been like one of the most eye-opening experiences for me about myself, because I really thought that I'd kind of let go of a lot of things that I was trying to have control over, like just letting God steer the ship. And all true transparency, there are so many things I still have to work on, like moving here and having like no community and knowing nobody and all of that. And yeah, it's really been an eye-opening experience for me, just learning to trust the process and trying to not get overwhelmed. We've only had a few breakdowns, but I've been super thankful for it because even though things didn't like totally line up the way that I was anticipating or hoping for, God is really using this time to just like grow me and let me invest in my passions. And it's been a really fun experience in terms of like content and diving deeper into content and being more committed in that, which has been amazing. I have absolutely no idea what God is doing or really what is next, which is the first time in my life that's happened. This is also the first time in my life where I don't have a full-time job since I was 15, which is crazy. This is my absolute go-to lip liner. It's the NYX Natural Lip Liner, and I love her. And of course, a little bit nerve-wracking because it's hard to know like what the vibes are, because it's kind of scary to jump all in with something that you're not super confident is gonna work out. But I love you guys, and I'm excited that you're here. I hate taking pills. Also, I started taking the Thorne prenatal, so if you see this in my videos, no, I'm not pregnant. No, I don't plan on being pregnant anytime soon. But I think it's always good to be prepared just in case, and it's just like a multivitamin plus, essentially. Isaiah and I like went through and compared the ingredients from this to a multivitamin, and it's so similar. But yeah, you guys, we made it to Dallas, and cheers to a new chapter. So let me know what type of content you guys want to see, what you love. Obviously, I'm gonna be posting on here a lot because I have a little more free time on my hands. I'm so sorry I've neglected you, but I'm happy to be back, and cheers.